Hi, welcome back to my podcast, The Happy Hacker with Ambition. You find me with Indy, who is, well, not keen. Come on, I'm sure she will be keen as soon as we get out there. I've put a few jumps up. I know, get me. But we're going to do flat work first. So I'm going to start with some flat work in the school. And then hopefully, once we've, if she doesn't knock me over like she just has, once we've finished, we will do a little bit jumping, which she's looking at me going, a little bit jumping, Mum? She's not. Yeah, that shows how enthusiastic she is, because I want to practice doing a bit of jumping. And I need to get going again, really, basically. We had our lesson with Justine on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Could have been Tuesday, could have been Wednesday, Mum. I'm not sure. I wasn't really listening. Justine actually wrote, well, that was a bit rude, wasn't it? Come on, get your act together. Let's start. Come on. Bring around. And stand. It's still quite a long way away from the block, isn't it? I think not. I don't know. I don't know what you think, Mum, but that was a bit heavy. Right, we're off. Well done, my darling. That was good. So what I'm going to do first of all is we're just going to do a little bit of flat work first. In the flat work arena. Then I'm going to take her and do a little bit. I put some little jumps up, and Laura had one up really, really high. I'm not joking. I looked at it, I thought that must be 80, 90. Well, I think it must have been 90. It was high. And Laura thought, well, if you don't go for it, you won't get it. So my thing is that with my lesson, the one thing that I noticed was that my hands move a lot. I don't know when I started doing this, but I started manoeuvring it. So if you don't keep your hands still, you haven't got steady contact, you're not going to get anywhere, are you? Especially if I put my hands in the right place. Right, so that's better. So now I'm not giving her conflicting story. And now we're going to do a little bit. So I'm going to make her work. Good girl, keep my hands still. The other thing I noticed was that my hands are in my lap. Oh, we just gave her the indication to go out to canter. She, bless her cotton socks, she went into canter for me. So now we're back. Good girl. I'm keeping my hands still. And so, yeah, so our lesson was fabulous. It was good for me. Keep going. Keep rising. I learnt a lot. I learnt that, as I said, I move my hands frequently. Which I didn't realise. I was quite pleased that I had my legs better. Well, I thought they were better. And then I looked and went, oh, they're not that good. Good girl. Good girl. Now, just the thing that I've learnt with Indy is you have to keep asking. Comes from the seat. 1, 2. Good girl. That's nice. And when I'm in here, keep doing different things. Good girl. Keep making her do something a little bit different, not what she's used to. Keep my hands still, keep my contact still, so she can't do it. Pleased to say, Justine got on her. A bit more bend. Don't give the rein away. She's a tinker. So Justine had a little sit. She said, can I have a little sit? And I went, yes, you can have a little sit. I'm more than happy, because it gives me the opportunity to look at what I'm, how somebody else rides and what I can do that's different. Good girl. That's nice. That's bad. Good girly. Good girly. Good girly. Then I'm going to change it again over here. Think about what I'm doing. Prepare her for my turns. Sit down. Also very pleased to say that Indy did try all her little movements on Justine. when she got on her, she, that's better, good girl. Good girl, good. Go on, yeah, well, you're gonna throw a canter in. Whoa. Go on, you still, keep going. Yeah, well, if you're going to try it in, so now I've got to keep her going with my inside leg on, off. Ask for the bend in the canter. Keep going. Going to practice. Go. You little tinker. So now, ooh. Just keep rising. So she's come back to me. She got herself a bit arsey when I asked her. I'm going to go again. Expect her to do that, but keep asking. Keep asking, keep rising. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So just so you know, everyone, she's doing what she likes to do, which is throw her hair up, eyes up in there. She's getting her breath back. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm hanging on to my reins. I'm carrying on with my rising. I'm going to put a little 10-metre circle in here. Good girl. Good girl. No, I'm not changing anything. She's I carry on rising when she does that again. Keep going. And so if I can get her to give me the right bend, we can progress. She's already spotted the jumps, but what I want her to do is do a little bit of work on the bend. She's had a day off. She had 2 days off, actually. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Just ride her through it, stuff. So you just have to go, that's really clever, Indy. Now I'm going to do a bit of leg yielding. Then we're going to go back to the other side. Don't give the rein away. Off, on, off. Oh, that was very good, Indy. Well done, you. I'm not giving the rein away. Keeping my hands the same. Turn down the 3/4 line. And then keep on, keep rising. Keep rising. On, off. On, off. On, off. Keep rising. Naughty ponies don't get to jump. On, off, on, off. We'll do that again. What I'll do this time, this is her worst rein. We'll turn down the centre line. We'll take it steady. Steady. Good girl. Steady. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And now I'm preparing to turn at C. I'm going to go left. Oh, I think this might be right. Go on. Good girl. She's, no, get over to that side. Don't give your rein. Don't give your rein away. Right, she's not going to the outside. Steady. Till you can get around this arena properly in trot, you can't jump. I can jump. No, you can't. You've got to do me a nice 20-metre circle. Stop it. 1, 2. What I'm doing, it's just keeping everything the same when she's being a bit silly. Although I did just notice then I put my hands in the air, which was a bit silly. Off that leg. Off, off. Good girl, that's better. Now I'm going to take her a little bit wider. Trying to keep my hands still. Now I know what that lady said meant, that judge, with the hands when she said balancing, hands balancing. She did me. It's a pity she gave me a 7 for my riding. Better. Good girl. Now what I'm going to do is a serpentine. Up and down here. Up and down. Turn around. Sit for 2, 1, 2. Good girl. She throws me. Sit up. Turn. Good girl. Lovely. 1, 2, change. Good pony. And what I have learnt is Indy does quite like being told that she's a good girl. Don't you, Bubs? Yeah, I do. So now I'm going to do the serpentine down the other way. Just ignoring what she's just done there. Good girl. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nice girl. Nice pony. Keep my inside leg going round. Turn my shoulders. 1, 2. Change a diagonal. I think I'm on the wrong one now. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's very pretty. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Now I'm going to change the rein. 1, 2. With Indy, the idea is to keep everything you're doing the same. Right, good girl. So what I'm going to do now, got a couple of little jumps at the end. So I'm just going to take her in. Oh, can I do some show jumping, mummy? Yeah, they're only little. So I've just put a couple of little ones up. Just to give her just a little bit of something to go, yeah, okay. Good girl. She's, oh, that's nice, Mum. Now we're going to this one. Doing this one, doing the blue one. Okay? Right, come on. Good girl. It's a bit too small, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit small for you, Mummy. Go on, go for this one. Whoa! Good girl! Oh, Justine, I didn't slip my reins. Yay! Good pony. Right, stay there. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm pleased with that. So that's our second schooling and our first ever jumping on our own. Oh, you clever pony. He's a clever pony. You looked after me there, didn't you? Yeah, I did. So that's just a little taste of what we've done. So basically, I'll give you a little bit of I didn't even brush her properly. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm really, really pleased. She look at me and go, oh. Laura would just look at me and go, she's meant to do that, Steph. I know she is, but that's a biggie for me. So we did a couple of little jumpies, as you heard. Went round again. I'm just going to walk her off now. I'm really chuffed. I'm really, really chuffed. She's quite pleased with that. I am going to have a go at some of the arena eventing jumps on Monday. Laura and I are going. So Laura's going to go in school ballet, and then I'm going to have a little go with Indy and see whether or not I can actually get over them, whether I'm brave enough. It's not her, it's me. Now there, you see, I'm really chuffed. I'm really, really chuffed. That's pathetic, isn't it? It is all about your mindset. Totally about your mindset. You heard that she threw a few little of Indy-isms in when we were schooling. But she'd clock the jumps, and if I always do that, if we finish with some jumping, then she will be you know, it makes for a happy parent. Her little face now is quite happy. I'm really chuffed with her. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm just gonna, that means that I'm now around to help. What are you doing? Laura and Lucy, if they ride. I'm not sure if they will, but, oh, they're shooting in the wood. Just as, oh, that's me. Just while we didn't go for a hack, which is what I was gonna do. Have I got little head collar there? Yeah, they're in the wood, so we can't hack. So that was good that we did that. It's all right, babes. Hey, 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 it's all right, I'm here. As long as I'm here, you're fine. The wood backs straight on. There's a field between us and the wood. We have to say, though, that they are used to being the shoot because as I said before, there's a family shoot here. And they come straight, you know, they put the guns right up in the field. And we used to move the horses, but they're all farmers. Whoa, 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 steady. Don't run me over, babes. She's got herself a little bit wound up, but steady, Eddie, steady, steady, steady. I should get her saddle off. Ooh. Like, it's like, oh my goodness me, there's that. So, I am, as I said, pleased with that. She's got a really full belly of grass. Yeah, I have, yeah. Because, you know, it's that time of year. It isn't, it's winter. We've gone on to the winter grazing. It's really, really lush. So what I tried to do is put into practice everything that I learned on Monday and everything that I saw myself, we'll stand, thank you, I saw myself doing in the vid that Justine sent to me, which was wibble wobble balance on my hands. So I don't need to do that. Oh, you're a bit sweaty. Come here. Obviously put a little bit more work into that. Then I thought, do you mind? Not in the slightest, Mum. Do not look. What have you done now? I've managed to get my rein over my ears and in a bit of a flummox. Right. I'm just going to undo that. Right, come here. I don't want my muzzle back on. You're going to have it back on because I'm going to turn you out for a bit and then I'm going to put you into the grass. Anybody would think that you wanted me to look after you, Indy. I don't know. If you go back, go on, go back. Just move. I'll pop you in your evening grazing. You stand. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, she's hot. So, oh, that's special. Let me just, what she does, Indy's quite a special pony because what she does is she crosses her front feet over herself. I'm just going to go and put her into her other bit of paddock. I'm just going to let her roll herself. I was going to give her a good old brush, but she's not actually as hot as I first thought she was. Come on. Don't eat that, it's got hair on it because I clipped your sister. Yeah. So, I have to tell you, the little dog clippers that I purchased, the battery ones that are quiet, that everybody was raving about last year. Eek is an Arab, so has a very good Arab coat. I clipped her. Come on, you're fine. You're fine. Come on, you're fine, just trust me. I clipped her and it went down to 50%. So I'm amazed. Eek is amazing because I'm really bad at clipping. I just got on with it. A bit like this, my attitude's been now, let's just get on with it. They're in the wood, darling. Don't know whose shoot that is actually. I think it's Ward's. I will find out. Come on over here. Oh, that's clever. you go. Thank you very much for that. I don't like the fact that that is out. I'll deal with that in a minute. Just get this bit in. It's all right. You're okay. You're okay. As I said, they are used to it, but it's the first shoot is always the one that stirs everybody up. But normally the horses don't mind at all. They all carry on grazing. So it's quite interesting that Indy's not actually being as sensible as I would think she would have been. There we go. Just put that on here, like so. Put that on. Yeah, she's trotting about at the moment, so she's all right. So, as I was saying, our lesson on Tuesday, Wednesday, I can't remember the day now, I think it was Tuesday, was awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Justine got on her, asked if she could go on her, and I said yes, please do. Lovely to see her being ridden by somebody else, because then I was able to see what she was going to do. Good girl! Who's good girlie? You have put some weight on, lass. How rude are you? She has put some weight on, so I have to ride her a bit more frequently. I'm just going to go and put that jump back up. So I knocked one, didn't I? Yeah, you did, yeah. Got to let Blueberry out, but Blueberry's probably upset now because Blueberry is not a gun dog. She gets very worried. Yeah, I'm dead chuffed. Yes, so Justine rode, Indy demonstrated what she does to me, which I was really pleased about. I know that's naughty. Justine said, can I have a little sit of it? Yes, you can. She had glasses on the top of her head. She took her glass. Anyway, Indy did a couple of her sort of, this is what I do when you want me to go round and lift my back and move from behind. And she then said, well, I can do these moves. So she showed her shapes that she can pull. And she said, oh, she's quite good at this, isn't she? And I went, yes, thinking, please do not deck Justine, because I knew there was Mish Cooper show ponies was coming for a lesson straight after. So I really didn't think that would be a good idea. And she got it going really nicely for me. I didn't film it. I wish I had filmed it, but I wanted to watch her. I wanted to watch where her hands were, how she held her reins, how she held her hands and legs. I just wanted to watch all of that to see. And I think if she gets on her again, I will definitely film it, because I think then I've got that to go back on. But I was more interested in watching at the time, being in it. I thought it'd be a bit rude if I filmed without asking. Then she very kindly filmed some of me so I could see what I was doing, as I said. I came home and I wasn't as buzzy as I was last week, because I could see what I'd done. But what I did notice was I came home with a plan of action of what I needed to do myself. And Justine said to me that I try too hard. And it's true, I do. I always have done. I try too hard to be a better rider. Well, I don't do it naturally. I have to work at it. People that ride naturally well, Justine, Laura, the people that, Ali, people that I've watched, they don't have to try. They just naturally do it. It is instinct. It's part of them. But for me, I have to think about what I'm doing. So, because I've started this, we finished our lesson with a jump. And that is, as we said, that would be her reward because she loves jumping. I misunderstood an instruction I got, and I should have gone, all right, I didn't realise that's what you wanted me to do. But it was me, so I misheard. So there's no way I'm wearing my hearing aids to a riding lesson. No way, because if I lose them, I'll get invoiced for them, and they're flipping expensive. So I thought that what I should actually say I didn't hear you, but I didn't, so that was my fault. I shouldn't put this up because we rattled this, and that shouldn't be a rattle. It's quite high though, isn't it? I do it like, that's not very high. That's all right. It's up to your knee. That's okay. So I'm quite. So we jumped, and when we jumped, I slipped my reins because I don't want to get him in the gob, and I don't bend. Today I bent. May have been a little bit late, but I did bend. So I'm quite pleased. That's why I wanted to finish our schooling bit. Schooling, it's riding. I'm not laughing. I'm not joking. What I'm trying to do is get her to work from behind into the contact, and me to give her a secure contact. That's what I'm trying to do. Every time I get in the school or go out for a hack, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. When I've got that steady, like we had way back when, then I can call it schooling. But at the moment it's not schooling, is it? So I'm quite chuffed with that. Hopefully the girls will come and ride because I put jumps up, and I can now help them. That's a good girl, Indy. Really pleased with that. As I said, I clipped Eek, so now I need to ride her. So tomorrow, the weather's meant to be nice. If they're shooting today, they won't be shooting tomorrow. They rarely shoot at the weekends, these big shoots, because it's all corporate and that's what they want. Family shoots more at the weekend. So if they're shooting today, we should be able to ride through there tomorrow. I want to take Indy out on a hack at home, so load her up and take her. I think it does her good, so I'm working towards that. Yeah, I'm quite happy. So the upsum of my lesson with Justine was, it made me think more. It made me say, just enjoy it, which is what I'm trying to do, rather than taking it seriously. You know, I am happy hacker with ambition. My ambition has always been to ride better so my horses move better and I keep them going for longer. That was the very first thing I ever said when I got Joey, was that he was my first horse. And, you know, I had him for 20 years. From a 3-year-old, I know what a stupid thing to do, didn't know he was 3 at the time, to, you know, being 23. And Eek is now 22, I can't remember now. And, you know, she's still being, I still need to hack her out, but I'm not going to be doing much else with her. And if I can ride better and sit better and get them to work better in the correct form, they will keep going longer. So that's my whole idea. That is what the Happy Hacker with Ambition is all about. Hopefully you like my podcast. Like, share and comment. Tick the subscribe button from whichever podcast provider you subscribe from, be it Google or wherever you get it from. Thank you so much for listening. So being brave, I decided, having clicked in Eek the other day, who doesn't matter really what Eek looks like because she's not competing or anything. I had no lines to follow. I just gave her like the from the middle of her belly, underneath her belly, forward a clip to take, so that it's really mainly for weight loss, which is what I said when Laura said to me, you don't ride her enough. It's because she's quite tubby at the moment, and it will help her lose some weight during the winter. I thought, I like those little dog clippers. I'll I'll have a go with them on Indy. So I got I sort of sedated her, got my little dog clippers out, and of course I blunted them on using them on Eek. So I went to Laura, I went, oh my God, I can't clip her because they're too, and she's sedated. So Laura very, very kindly lent me her clippers, which really fills me with horror because they were a present and they're very expensive. And I think, oh my God, what if I get it wrong? So I've followed her lines. I've not been able to clip under between her front legs because she's sweating now. But I have tried to follow the lines, but you can see that I've got lines on her. But what I will do is I will finish off the clip tomorrow because I've ordered another set of these little quiet dog clippy ones, and just get that done. Just, you know, Laura's so right. The only way I'm going to improve is by clipping more regularly. I think sometimes it's easier just to take everything off, but I've done her, she's got like a high trace on her, so I've got to finish doing her face tomorrow and between her legs, and then just tidy up everything. You can see the lines, but you know, so what? It's the first time in about 8 years that I have clipped, because I don't like clipping, but I just thought I've got to do it. So Indy may never forgive me, but hey, you know, that's how you learn, isn't it? And that's exactly what Laura said to me. The only way you're going to get any better is by doing it yourself. And they're at a party at the moment. Lucy's at a birthday party. And then they've got a ball they're going to tonight. So, you know, I had to get it done. She's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And it's not fair. So I feel that it was worth having a go. I can see tufts on her. Oh dear, I can see little tufts of hair. I tried to keep my clippers on her the whole way and just do it in sweeps and go the way that her hair goes. You can see where I've put more pressure on them and taken the clippers a bit deeper. But, you know, I've seen some really bad clips, and it's not as bad as some of the ones I've seen. So let's hope.